The man of the match, maybe a little bit surprising to some, Mele Temguia, but FC Edmonton keeping a clean sheet and a solid defensive performance. What did you notice from him in this match?
Well, yeah, he was good at center back. I mean, I thought that Diouck was actually, between them, he was one that was struggling the most during this game. Then he comes off, Marcelin comes in, does a good job. I think this was by far Temguia's kind of cleanest performance. We also saw him get forward a few times, which I found to be pretty interesting. So, he's in good form, mid-season, making a block there. I thought this was probably his best performance on the season.
Yeah, I do think they're going to miss Diouck though. I think he's been a presence back there that's helped in the last few games. And that's kind of the negative on this win for FC Edmonton, is that Diouck is out injured, it looks like, again, and Son went off in the second half after that heavy challenge.
Entering this week, they would have loved to have heard this is the only negative on that win.
Yeah, right.
I think Jeff Paulus is probably smiling right now if we get
a couple wins in a row. That's great for them. Three undefeated in 3 matches now in CPL. So they're on a bit of a run now, FC Edmonton. Let's get a look at the El Humidor shot of the match now, and it belongs to Oumar Diouck, who scored the only goal in the match.
Yeah, really good job to take advantage of what they were given. Awuwa sucks inside, leaves open some space on, in the wide area for Asua. It's a great ball in, and Diouck missed so many chances, before this week. York 9 squandered so many opportunities when they were at York Lions Stadium. So it's finally good to see him converting some of those. And Jeff Paulus kind of said that he expected this to come, and finally he's kind of come through in these big moments. At
first I didn't think he hit it cleanly. Maybe he didn't get enough of it, but you see it again, and he gets enough power, he keeps it low, and it's a difficult save.
Yeah, he's the one guy who's been getting in the right positions all season, even during their goal drought. There was a couple of times, or at least once a game, where he would get a look. And now that they're starting to get balls into the right areas more regularly, and he's going to feed off of that and get a few more goals if they continue that way.
Did your stool sink down there a little bit?
I am shrinking badly.
We'll see if we can get that sorted out while we hear from Forge FC coach Bobby Smyrniotis.
Bobby, a tough one here for you guys. You had a few chances. They didn't have as many, I didn't think. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, we had a lot of chances. If you look at the first half, we created 6 chances, 3 clear ones to the goal. On a normal day, those go in. Yeah, I thought we did a lot. Obviously, they got the goal that they needed. Held on the second half. I thought, again, we pushed, and at some point, somebody needs to explain to me what a penalty is these days. I don't know, rules changing everything. It seems like there's different interpretations, but that's the game.
I know it's probably tough to think about right now, but a pretty successful spring for you guys, 19 points in the 10 matches.
Yeah, definitely. Not the way we wanted to end off today, so we're frustrated with that. Obviously, we're not happy with it. For the biggest part of the first part of the season, we're happy with the play that we've had. We've been able to dominate a lot of components of the game, put goals on the board. Today we weren't able to, so we're not happy with that, but we move on.
You're going to get Edmonton again to start the fall. Just how is this going to help you going forward into that match?
Yeah, I think it's obviously you see the team, so you don't have to reorganize and look at another team from a scouting aspect and what you're going to do. I thought we had a lot of good components of what we did today with our ball movement and creating opportunities, and we just stick to it and we get ready for next week.
Bobby, appreciate the time. Best of luck in the fall.
Thank you.
We got Oliver away from the kids' table. He's back with the big boys. Your thoughts on what he had to say there, Oliver?
Yeah, one thing I'd like to see from Forge, actually, just listening to that, is maybe throw some of the young guys in while Welshman and Novak are away. I think Kotsopoulos has made a difference when he's come off the bench. I think Zajac did a decent job against Cavalry. They just give you that natural centre forward who moves like a centre forward, and plays the position. And maybe a chance to throw one of those two in.
Yeah, I like playing Borges in the middle and Nanko wide. They started this match. I think the match before this with Nanko playing down the middle, I don't think it suits him at all. And I like Borges inside. And I think if you would have moved him in there, it would have probably been beneficial in that the Zebi brothers wouldn't have been able to double team him every time he's on the touchline. Would have freed him up a little bit. Also, I'll make an excuse for Forge. They're missing Welshman, their best striker, Novak, who their best number 9, Johnny Grant they lost at the beginning of the season. So I think to come away with 19 points. And to be in second by themselves, I think it's a good showing this spring.
All right, let's hear from Jeff Paulus now, FC Edmonton coach.
JP, 1-0 win, first half goal. You guys managed to hang on to that lead. Just your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, delighted for the players again. We faced obviously an injury with Oumar, then you had another second player go down, and you're playing some players, maybe a bit out of position. But they stuck to the game plan, our boys. We've limited their quality chances. I don't think they had the ball. They certainly had possession. We knew they could, though. But we were comfortable to keep them in front of us. And the way that our boys just they dug in, and that's what we need for 90 minutes, and we got it again today. So I'm absolutely buzzing for these players.
How nice was it to get the first first goal in a match and then kind of see it out without having to worry too much?
Yeah, I think the nice thing about the goal is that that's what we're working on. Again, you see Jeannot gets it, drives towards the 18. We get players making runs in good areas again. It's a good goal. It's good football, that goal. And, for me, it's just I've never lost my belief in these players, not once. And we're going to go through tough times. Every team will. We faced it. Not to say they don't come back, but I'll keep trusting these players, and they keep coming through.
It's a good forward side. What does this win do for your guys' confidence?
Yeah, this is massive, because we believe we've been playing good football now. I said before in Victoria that we've had 4 good games in our opinion. We had a bad 22 minutes, and so this solidifies what we're doing. There's a belief here. The players had to fight. I mean, that's a fantastic side Forge. They played good football, good individual players, but we kept them at bay. I thought we kept them to the outside. We didn't give up too many chances inside the 18. This is great going forward.
Congrats on the win, JP. We'll see you in Canada Day.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, see you then. Thank you.
All right, here's a look at the CPL standings. Cavalry has secured the spring title, and they will play for the CPL championship in October. Forge sits in second. No one can catch them. HFX and FC Edmonton will meet on Canada Day on the final day of the season. They're both on 11 points.